Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth, living a life of luxury and ease, while others struggle financially despite working hard, putting in long hours and sacrificing their personal time? Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad explores this very question, delving deep into the reasons behind these stark differences. The book centers around the contrasting financial philosophies of two father figures in Kiyosaki's life: his biological father, the poor dad, and the father of his best friend, the rich dad. These two men had vastly different approaches to money, education, and life. Kiyosaki's biological father was a highly educated man who believed in the traditional path to success. Get good grades, go to college, find a secure job, and work hard. While this path offered stability, it rarely led to significant wealth. His poor dad's philosophy was rooted in the belief that education and hard work were the keys to financial security. On the other hand, his friend's father, the rich dad, was a self-made entrepreneur who dropped out of school but possessed a keen understanding of money and how to make it work for him. He believed in the power of financial education and entrepreneurship. Through a series of anecdotes and conversations, Kiyosaki contrasts these two perspectives on money, highlighting the lessons he learned from each father. The poor dad emphasized working for money, saving diligently, and avoiding risks. He believed in the security of a steady paycheck and the importance of job stability. The rich dad, however, encouraged investing, building businesses, and understanding the mechanics of wealth creation. He taught Kiyosaki the importance of making money work for you rather than working for money. These contrasting viewpoints form the crux of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The book delves into the mindset and strategies that can lead to financial independence and success. It's not about which dad was right or wrong, but rather about understanding the different mindsets and approaches to money that can significantly impact one's financial well-being. Kiyosaki emphasizes that financial success is not solely determined by one's income, but by how one manages and invests that income. The book highlights that financial literacy is not about how much money you earn, but about how you manage it and what you make it do for you. It encourages readers to think differently about money, to seek financial education, and to take control of their financial future. By understanding and applying the lessons from both the rich dad and the poor dad, individuals can pave their own path to financial freedom and success. One of the most profound lessons imparted by the rich dad is that truly wealthy individuals don't work for money. They have mastered the art of making money work for them. This principle is a cornerstone of financial independence and is often misunderstood by those who are not financially literate. They understand that money is a tool, a resource that can be leveraged to generate more wealth. Instead of trading their time for money, they invest their time in creating systems and acquiring assets that generate passive income. This concept might seem counterintuitive at first, especially in a society that often equates hard work with financial success. Many people believe that the only way to achieve financial security is through relentless effort and long hours. The rich dad emphasized that trading time for money, as most employees do, creates a linear relationship between effort and income. This means that your earnings are directly tied to the amount of time you work, which inherently limits your potential for wealth accumulation. This limits earning potential and creates a constant need to work for more money. It also leads to burnout and a lack of time for personal pursuits and family. The rich dad's approach was different. He focused on building and acquiring assets that would generate income even when he wasn't actively working. Instead, he advocated for building assets, things that put money in your pocket, rather than accumulating liabilities, things that take money out of your pocket. Assets can include real estate, stocks, bonds, and businesses that generate revenue. He illustrated this by explaining the difference between a house and a rental property. A house, while often considered an asset, can actually be a liability if it doesn't generate income. While many consider their home their biggest asset, the rich dad argued that it's actually a liability because it requires constant cash outflow in the form of mortgage payments, property taxes, and maintenance costs. On the other hand, A rental property can be an asset if it generates rental income that exceeds these expenses, thereby putting money into your pocket every month. This shift in perspective is crucial for anyone looking to achieve financial freedom. Mind your own business is a recurring theme in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This phrase, often heard in casual conversations, takes on a profound meaning in the context of financial education and personal growth. While it might seem like straightforward advice, its meaning runs deeper than simply focusing on your job. It's about taking control of your financial future and not relying solely on your employer for your livelihood. The Rich Dad stressed the importance of building your own assets and income streams outside of your primary employment. This means creating multiple avenues for income that can support you even if your main job is no longer available. This could involve starting a side business, investing in real estate, or exploring other opportunities that generate passive income. The idea is to have your money work for you, rather than you always working for money. Participating in the stock market is another way to build wealth. By investing wisely, you can grow your financial portfolio and create a safety net for the future. It's about making informed decisions and understanding the risks and rewards involved. The key takeaway is that relying solely on a job for income limits financial freedom and makes individuals vulnerable to economic downturns or unforeseen circumstances. Diversifying your income sources can provide stability and peace of mind. Building a business, even a small one, provides an alternative income stream and the potential for exponential growth. It's not just about making money. It's about creating something that can grow and evolve over time. It allows individuals to leverage their skills and creativity to create something of value and control their financial destiny. Whether it's through art, crafts, or any other passion, turning a hobby into a business can be both fulfilling and profitable. The Poor Dad, on the other hand, believed in the security of a steady paycheck and often dismissed entrepreneurial ventures as risky or unstable. This mindset, while seemingly safe, can limit one's potential for financial growth and independence. This difference in mindset, Kiyosaki argues, is often what separates those who achieve true financial freedom from those who remain trapped in the cycle of working for money. Embracing the idea of minding your own business means taking charge of your financial future and making strategic decisions that lead to long-term success. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful content. See you in the next video.